Well, everybody, welcome back to Bluestone Manor and, of course, my kitchen. I love having you in my kitchen. Today, I'm going to make one of my favorite things. So delicious, so easy. People just love it. The 7-layer bar. Sounds like a lot, but it's actually just such a quick and easy dessert to make. Lasts. Everybody loves it. I just can't say enough about the 7-layer bar. The trick is this, but with that, when I was reading the original recipe, it said that it was only 155 calories a serving. And I thought, how could something this delicious be 155 calories? This consumed with sugar and sweets and deliciousness and butter be 155 calories. Well, you know why? Because you have to make 36 bars out of this, okay? So that's why, it's because you don't need much. It's a very rich dessert, and I'm gonna make it for you right here and show you how easy it is. Okay, so we're gonna start with a half a stick of butter. I'll put the recipe on my website and just drizzle all over the bottom, right? Get it all in there, very simple. Just microwave a half a stick of butter. What could be simpler than that? Swirl it around, and then what you're gonna do, you're going to sprinkle 1.5 cups of crushed graham cracker. Can never get enough of that, right? This is one of those basic recipes we all grew up with, the graham cracker crust, but it is delicious. It's delicious in cheesecakes and any kind of thing you put on top of this graham cracker crust is delicious, because why not? It's sugar and butter. And then I'm going to use an actual meat pounder, which I actually got this trick from Martha Stewart. And I'm gonna pound it all in the bottom. Okay. So this here is about the most complicated part of this thing. Poundy, poundy. Get it all nice and even. Make sure you get the butter and everything all around. You want a nice even spread. This is just a meat pounder. You get it on Amazon, and I use it for my pie doughs, graham cracker crusts. There. Ta-da! That's it, we're done. No, I'm kidding you. Now the layering starts. So listen, I use butterscotch chips, hazelnut, semi-sweet chocolate morsels, and coconut. You're gonna ask me why this is here, I'm gonna tell you later. But you can change that up. You can turn this into walnuts. You can turn this into dark. If you don't like butterscotch, don't use it. The great thing about the 7-layer bar is you can sort of choose your toppings, but keep it to 7. That's the rule. So let's start. We're gonna start with the butterscotch. Oh, love me some butterscotch. It already smells delicious, and we haven't even baked it yet. Get it all in there. Make sure they're spread out nice and even so they melt evenly, so everybody gets a nice taste of butterscotch in every bite. Then we're gonna do the semi-sweet morsels. Already. Does anything smell better than a Toll House morsel? I think it's half deliciousness and half memories. And then I'm using hazelnuts, but like I said, you could use almonds, you can use walnuts, you can use pecans. Use what's in your cupboard. You know, I always say that, don't I? Use what is in your cupboard. You'd always be surprised how you can always come up with something from your cupboard. And what I love about this one, let's say you have company coming over and you didn't know and you have to throw together something quick, 25 minutes. Put this in the oven at 350, 25 minutes, let it cool, and then you have a delicious 7-layer bar. Now we're not gonna put the coconut on yet. We're gonna first do the condensed milk. Oh, look at this stuff. Have you guys ever put a big tablespoon of condensed milk into your coffee in the morning? It's good. Don't balk at it, it's delicious. My Polish grandmother used to do that, and I used to think it was so delicious. I think I started drinking coffee with my Polish grandmother at like 5. Isn't that crazy? All right, we're gonna make sure we get every last bit out, because this is the deliciousness. This is the golden syrup. Oh, so good. Make sure we spread it all about. But this will all sort of kind of melt in when it goes in the oven. But I still like to make sure it's sort of evenly put together, but don't let it stick. And then The final touch is the coconut. Now again, if you don't like coconut, use something different. All kinds of choices. You could use more nuts. You could use a different flavor morsel. You could even put maraschino cherries. Really, you can be creative on this one, but I love coconut. And I especially love it on the 7-layer bar because you put it on top of the condensed milk. Some people don't, I do. It gets a little crispier, which I like. All right, give it a good shake. That's the key. In the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. And if you haven't had this, it's gonna change your life. I'll let you see it when it's done. Well, you guys, the time has come to take the 7-layer bars out. I'm excited. Oh, just as expected. Look at that. See how it's bubbling with deliciousness. Coconut has gotten a little crispy on top. Oh, it's got to cool. And then when it cools, you can cut it into 36 bars. And I'll tell you why, because this is rich. You don't need a lot of it. It's a lot of bang for buck, and you can serve it just as it is. You can put a little scoop of ice cream on it. You can put, my favorite thing is to actually put a dollop of my favorite product, Cool Whip, and then drizzle it with a little maraschino cherry syrup and put a couple maraschino cherries on it. But it's just delicious, but definitely cut it up into bars, and if you have little plastic containers, put them in, because they're nice to grab and go and just put under a nice cake plate. And people just grab a little 3 o'clock in the afternoon sweet delight. So there we go, 7-layer bars.